I already know who Jesus is. I've always known. He's not just a prophet. He's not just a messenger. He is God. So I wasn't searching for truth. I was just trying to understand why Jehovah's Witnesses believe they're the only ones who have it. They talk about God. They talk about Jesus. They carry Bibles. They're polite, dedicated, motivated. So I just wanted to understand what exactly they believe. That's it. But when I started looking into it for myself, I asked one question I'd never thought to ask before. Who actually started this religion? And when I looked it up, I was like, wait, what? It wasn't Jesus. It wasn't Peter. It wasn't Paul. It was a man named Charles Taze Russell in 1870 in Pennsylvania. Not Jerusalem. Not the early church. Not Acts chapter 2. Just a man in the United States of America 50 years ago. And right then, I was like, Jesus said he's the only way to the Father, and he said that over 2,000 years ago. So it just made me wonder, why would an organization created in the 1800s claim to be the only way to the Father when he already said it was him? So I started digging deeper, not because I doubted Jesus, but because I couldn't wrap my head around how something could claim to follow God and yet reject him at the same time. And what I found? It honestly broke my heart. They believe Jesus was created. They say he's just an angel, Michael. They deny that he's God. And that's when I realized they think they're pointing people to God. But how is that possible when they've removed Jesus completely? He's not just part of the story, he is the story. They talk about the Bible, but it's their own translation, edited to fit what they teach. The thing is, even their version still points to Jesus being God. They just don't see it or want to see it. They talk about the gospel, but it's not the one Jesus gave. It's not freedom, it's control. Rules, fear. Works, a constant effort to be worthy, when Jesus already paid it all. Galatians 1:8 says, even if an angel preaches a different gospel, let them be cursed. And now I get why Paul said that. Because it's not just a little off. It's a whole different message. And it's leading people away from the truth. Jesus doesn't need a governing body. He doesn't need an organization to speak for him. He already spoke, he already died. He already rose. And he's still God, whether they believe it or not. So no, I'm not confused, I'm not angry. But I am heartbroken for the people who've been convinced they're the only ones with truth, when they've been handed something man-made, twisted and deceitful, that won't set them free. Now that I've seen it for what it is, I can't unsee it, and I won't stay quiet.